Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, and all the audience, today I stand firmly against the motion that believe providing social services and skill training for gambling offender is a good choice instead of imprisonment. Before that, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Mutiara Larassati Puteri and I'm from Sma Dr Soetomo, Surabaya. First of all, do you guys know what gambling is? No, it's not just the meaning of it, but do you guys know how dangerous it is? Gambling has become a serious concern in this era. We can see how widespread it is, especially with the rapid rise of online gambling in Indonesia. There's like many criminal cases often come from gambling as their root. If we understand about this, is the decision to change the punishment from imprisonment to social service and skill training is the right decision? Well, let me explain 3 points that will make it more clear. First of all, imprisonment serves as a strong deterrent. If offenders know that the consequence of their action is only training or counseling, many will not take the law seriously. The absence of imprisonment will repeat offenses, since the punishment doesn't reflect seriousness of their crime. Second, gambling is not just a personal habit. It often leads to organized crime, money laundering, or even violence when debts are unpaid. It means gambling is not just only harm for themselves, but also has the big potential to harm other people. By imprisoning offenders, social protected from potential secondary crimes in the future. Third, we have to understand that laws are created to maintain justice and fairness. Replacing imprisonment with only social services may send a message that gambling is a minor issue, when in fact it causes severe social and economic harm to families and communities. Justice requires proportional consequence and imprisonment fulfills them. Fourth, according to Compass ID in Medan, a husband murdered his wife after a conflict over gambling. Gambling itself operates through many hands controlling the game. As reported by Detik Jakbar in Bandung, an online gambling collector disguised as a photocopy shop owner was arrested. He was part of an international gambling syndicate, collecting transactions that amounted for over 30.56 billion. From these cases, we can see how dangerous gambling is. Now let's imagine if prison sentence were abolished and people like them only received social services and training, will that be fair? Will that decision actually reduce gambling cases or instead allowing gambling offenders to grow even more rampant? Well, if you say that rehabilitation is more effective than imprisonment, we understand that rehabilitation is valuable. It should not be the only reasons. Rehabilitation can still implemented inside the prison system through therapy, counseling, and training. In this way, offenders both face the consequence of their action and receive support for their recovery. In conclusion, we must empathize that gambling is not a victimless crime. It often leads to many violent acts, as proven by real cases in Indonesia. Removing and replacing it only with rehabilitation will send the wrong message like gambling is not a serious offense. The risk of normalizing the behavior and even encouraging more people to get included. Yes, rehabilitation is important, but it cannot be the only one. Imprisonment provides deterrence, ensure accountability, and protect society from future harms. Therefore, my stance is clear. I disagree with this motion because justice must be believed compassion with consequences, and removing imprisonment would only weaken the rule of law and encourage future offense. That's it. Thank you so much.